Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at I hate to break it to you moments. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. Not me, but I went to visit my dad at his job and he has an employee there who was kind of bragging to his other co-workers about how well he has been doing at the job and thinking of asking for promotion. My dad later told me that he fired that guy later that day due to poor performance despite multiple attempts to help him. But then why did he think he was doing so well? Definitely the time I had to tell a friend that the business opportunity he was so excited about was actually a pyramid scheme. He was so hyped talking about how he was going to quit his job and be his own boss. I tried to ease into it, but there's really no soft way to say, hey man, you're about to lose a lot of money and ruin your friendships. This is so relatable when you haven't talked to someone in ages and all of a sudden they're just like, hey, want to start a business together? Hello? I had to tell my friend that the online girlfriend he'd been talking to for months was actually a scammer using stolen photos. He was planning to send her money to come visit, and breaking the news to him was one of the toughest conversations I've ever had. How do people not know? What, it's because like AI these days is just so advanced or something? Right? Because now you can use a female voice while you're talking to someone. But what about like FaceTiming? I guess you can also use another face. Dude, that's crazy. My sister-in-law, my niece plays field hockey and I love her. She plays in 2 different leagues, meaning it's 3 hours of field hockey games every Saturday and Sunday. My sister-in-law expected me and my husband to drive an hour one way both days to watch niece play and pay attention the whole time. Did I mention the games are at 7 a.m? We did this about once a month on either Saturday or Sunday, and I guess this wasn't enough for her. We had to tell her that we loved niece, but we weren't going to be as involved as she was in the league. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's not even their own kid. I think some parents need to understand that other people aren't going to love their kids as much as you love them, okay? I had to tell this girl that my boyfriend she was crushing on was, well, my boyfriend. She kept talking about how cute he was, and I was like, I hate to break it to you, but he's taken by me. The awkward silence after that was priceless. Dude, she must have felt so bad, or like just like cringed at herself when she went home. Imagine gushing about a guy in front of his girlfriend. To his girlfriend, I mean. Well, that's awkward. Never again. My sister and her husband had a newborn baby, 4 days old. My sister's husband turned to me and said, he'll sleep soon, right? I have to break it to you, but your life from now on means no sleep. Freshman year of college, a friend said that he was going to go barefoot as much as possible to toughen up his feet so that his future kids would be born with tough feet too. Had to explain to him why that wouldn't work in the basics of genetics. He didn't believe me and stuck with his theory. We have since lost touch, but I know he had a son a few years ago. I'll have to ask him if it worked out. But you can't be that dumb. I remember someone asking something similar where it was like, if I get my nose done, will my kid have the same nose as the nose that I got done? Girl, get off the internet. 15 years ago, my friend's father sadly passed away shortly after we graduated college. It was devastating for him. He figured he'd at least get a nice money boost to help him get back on his feet, but unfortunately, his father kept it a secret that he was deep in debt and had no liquid cash to his name. My friend had no support and fell into a terrible depression. He was broke, he couch crashed with me and our friends for a while, and he quit his job and he got comfortable with this new lifestyle. 2 years later, he's still spending a month here and there with various friends around the city, eating the food, occupying the couch, sipping off the booze cabinet, using the terrible tragic passing of his father as his reasoning for being the way he was. It had been 2 years. We understood the pain he felt was real, but it was really time for him to actually get back on his feet and taking care of himself. We didn't know how to explain it to him, but we all felt he was taking advantage of us and was using his father's death as an excuse to just not get a job. I found him a job, a nice one he will be good at. He went to school for and didn't need prior work experience. I talked to a team lead and an HR rep and got him a contact line for him, basically assuring an interview and a job offer if he arrived on time and sober. Weeks later, my HR rep and his team lead were confused, thinking I didn't relay the information to him. He never called. I gave him a layup of a job opportunity and he just ignored it outright. I called him out on it, but he told me to calm down and chill out and that I wasn't being sensitive to his depression and I wasn't understanding of his needs. So my worst I hate to break it to you moment wasn't actually with him. It was with all my friends afterwards. I had to tell them all to turn him down every time he asked to stay a week at the place. It sucked. The timing and my response to his refusal would give it away. This guy knew I was the horrible jerk who turned all his friends against him and denied him free rooms and board. Hell, I was probably going to be the sole reason he blamed for his inevitable descent with homelessness. I accepted the burden and called them up, explaining I had a job lined up for him and he refused, and we all must stop giving him a free place to stay if he won't take an easy job. Yes, it sucks his dad died, and it sucks he didn't get any kind of inheritance to start his life proper. It sucks he felt this terrible depression that lingered for years, and most of all, it sucks he had a group of enabling friends like me who humored it for so long, it just became his accepted norm. We failed him. He didn't end up homeless though. Without us offering his jobless butt a couch to crash on anymore, he ended up moving in with his aunt. Apparently, she didn't take his excuses, didn't put up with his laziness, and did all the things we should have been doing all along. No booze allowed, no weed, no gaming after she went to bed. She only had one TV in the house, and it was for Food Network only. He got a job developing 3D assets for VR titles, and started moving up and up creating VR experiences for architecture companies. Dude still hates me probably, but I'll admit I made mistakes to justify it. But I'm really grateful his aunt was there. I did what I needed to do, but it would have been 10 times worse if he did end up living on the streets, still blaming his father's sudden death for his 2-decade-long predicament. Dude, this person helped him out. Okay. Like, he gave him that push that he needed. Because if they didn't, he would still be couch surfing every single friend. That's crazy. Well, I'm glad he got his life back together and he has a job, a successful one. I mean, good on him. Good on him. But if it wasn't for this friend, he wouldn't be doing this. So I hope he realizes that he has this life right now because of this person. When I got the call that my mom had passed, they wouldn't say that she had passed or that she had died. They kept saying medical things like she doesn't have a pulse, she's not breathing, etc. It took a long time to understand that they were saying she was gone and that it was final. That's tough. Oh my gosh. My best friend in high school was overweight and would sweat profusely. We would come in after lunch in Texas and he would smell awful. I think he would wear his clothes without washing them after sweating. We had English after and the AC sucked, so teacher put a fan in the window. He would sit in front of the fan and blow his funk over everyone. The class got together and voted that I should be the one to tell him. Well, I had to break it to him that for the last year he smelled horribly. I felt pretty bad, but he never stunk again. I mean, it's not bad, right? At least he told his homie, like, that's good. Like, I would want my homie to tell me that. If there's something wrong with me, I want them to tell me. I hate to break it to you, but you need to go outside to get a boyfriend. The hardest moment was telling my best friend that her partner was cheating. They were so in love and completely blinded by it. But when I broke the news, it shattered the world. It even strained our friendship for a while because sometimes, even when you're trying to help, the truth is too painful to accept. Wow. But you should always tell. If you care about that friend, if you know that the partner is cheating, you should always tell them. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!